compared to the very first game, where it's like for the most part you kind of like in 1 or 2 rooms. That's about it. But here I'm just going from animation to animation of opening a door, closing a door, opening a door, closing a door, checking every single room left and right. Made our way down the hallway, and at the end of the waiting for us. Hey, it looks like the gang is all here. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Oh, right. It's a lot easier when they all voice themselves and I don't have to voice out the characters. I already have to do a lot of voice acting for the game, so I'm okay with a lovely break. Yep, we know that magenta and yellow doors all will lead all the way here, and so will cyan door eventually. Already know about that. I'm kind of tempted to just skip through until the voting game happens, because like I kind of sort of understand the gist of things that's going to be happening here. This is like the very early stages, so nothing drastic is going to happen, at least I don't think so. The only things that will happen drastically are throughout the voting. Oh. No matter which door we took, all of them lead back here.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
Lounge?
Oh, we found something like that too. Our room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Oh yeah, now we get to check out the elevator. And now we go back down, check the elevator, and then we come back up. I think at that point, I'm gonna go ahead and actually skip ahead a little bit more so we can get to the actual voting portion, right? So I'll see you there. I'll see you in a bit.
Now, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay. Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Cause we found a note. It was in the infirm.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note we had no.
That means...
Yeah.
Hey, look, Grandpa. They got a poster of a lady in here. It looks like the ones you got back home.
Oh my god.
This one's pretty hot. I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
15 EU?
I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Oh, that's what we learned about the relationship. Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game. And if Bark was calling Thamriyell Grandpa, maybe they were even related. I'm guessing you means Euro? Maybe? I think? I don't know. As and Clover seem to be close too. And so many of these people knew each other already.
Let's go, buddy.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead a little bit more.
Oh,
You have to...
My temper's...
Cakewalk and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Thamriyell. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go in which door, but finally found ourselves heading towards the leftmost room. I wonder what Phi says to us regarding like whether we betray or ally here in this situation. I feel like Phi has a really good understanding of what we should do, except I feel like, I don't know, I don't feel good about betraying Luna, however. Alice, I feel like we can maybe trust her, but at the same time, she does seem like she's only really looking out for herself and Clover in most cases, so that's gonna be quite an interesting dilemma for us. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay. Well, let's see here.
An AMBIDEX gate has been opened.
45 minutes remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too. Wait,
Something wrong?
no, nothing, there's no one here.
What are you talking about?
There's no lady here anymore.
Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know,
Let's get inside.
yeah, right. Huh. Interesting. In the previous moments...
This looks just like the room we woke up in.
In previous moments, in previous instances, we always found a lady. The dead lady in here. But this time she's not here. And Sigmund noticed that. Sigmund noted that. He remembers this stuff. He's able to access the morphogenetic fields. Yeah. Well, there is one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it.
Shit! The hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
Oh. Really?
Yes, really. Ugh.
Oh. Whoops.
Hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate?
That's the door to the AB room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
Now, let's get this party started! Let me tell you about the AB game.
Oh yeah, that's what we learned about the AB game from the start. Can I skip through it? Yeah, I
For
can.
example, that means allows obvious and be well, after all. First, I want.
I'm gonna skip through it real quick here. I want to know the rules.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well, actually, there's a little bit more, but
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
What? Why does it have to wait?
hush now. It'll be okay.
No, won't.
30 minutes remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out. Bye-bye now. Have a nice trust.
Man. What are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say Apple and Banana have committed a serious crime.
Interesting, huh? So now we got a little bit of explanation about the AB game. Part of me thinks that... I'm not sure which was the correct route as a first starting, but this definitely explains a little bit more about the game and everything behind it. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like when it goes in depth on itself. Apple and Banana.
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something. So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything. I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving you trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, Are you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you.
That's Ace's voice actor, isn't it?
I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag.
It is.
No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So that's the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, My erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut. Then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve one here. But what if he confesses too? The smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be to confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now?
True.
The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. They are pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if you don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 19 is 18. 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who pick Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the soul of the Betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so total game for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams you get 6 each, which will give you 2 times 16, 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4, 16 points total.
So what does that tell you?
You consider all 9 of us to be on the same team. You need to always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits, not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone, and they hurt you.
Okay, I think I get it. What are you saying is that I should pick Ally?
No, I mean the opposite.
What?
If you're going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose Ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice chooses Betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So
20 minutes remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
unless we can be certain that Alice will choose Ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose Betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain. That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
Hey, you just say we're screwed? If you don't mind telling me, what do you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something is going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Yeah, you know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name?
Oh, knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes sense, any kind of sense, is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
What?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing.
Don't change the subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you, I'd never seen you before in my life. What was that?
Sigma,
What is going on?
just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Holy shit. What was that? We must have accessed like morphogenetic fields. That must have been like an ending from one of the routes, isn't it? Which route though? Which route did we see? We saw a route. We saw a route where something. I think I saw number 3 on it. Did I? Yeah, something had a number 3 on it, and then it blinked on. It had a little light on it. It was black and white, but I saw number 3, 03. And a little light turned on the side. And she said that we're gonna die, goodbye, and hugged Sigma. What was that?
What's wrong?
I saw
Saw what?
the explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and...
Whoa! Sigma! Calm down! What are you talking about? What is it now?
My head.
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt. I felt like it was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah. Maybe I could just lay my head in your lap. I don't think it's gonna work out like that.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Oh. Fine, I spend the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. AUB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination? brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed with me while I was out. It seemed real though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark or laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? That was some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than Phi though. I was tired and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles.
Five minutes remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
The hell was that?
What, do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Makes sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go to the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally? Or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Why'd you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. What do you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 something? You're not saying.
We die.
Oh, now she tells us. What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow. There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on. That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know these things when there's no way on Earth we would know things? Wait. Did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
Then, you haven't...
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay?
I don't know if you're okay, honestly.
I think there's something wrong with you.
I think she might be right, to be completely honest. This was wrong. Phi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But, what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My heart felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright, take it away.
30 seconds remain until AMBIDEX game polling closes.
I'ma believe her and I'ma choose betray. Stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. I think there might be an alternative route there if you choose ally to ally with Alice. But I'm trusting Fi. I'm trusting Fi on this. And I'm believing that the premonition that we saw is probably like a split to like 2 routes that either can give us a really bad end or a really good end. Maybe. I do not know. But for the very first time, got an actual premonition. I'm gonna trust my gut and I'm gonna trust Fire on this. We'll come back and do the other routes, don't worry. We'll get them all done.
Round 1 of the AMBIDEX game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. AMBIDEX gates now opening.
There we go. I wonder what Alice chose. She probably chose Betray, I'm thinking. As Fine as stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. What if we can skip through it? No, we can't. I did the right thing, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You were right there. You watched me choose Betray.
Oh. Well, what choice did you have? That's the kind of game this is.
Yo, what's up?
Siggy!
Siggy!
Fido!
Fido!
There we go. I remember this.
Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
The results are going to be announced in a bit. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward a little bit until the actual announcements.
Let's go. We'll find out.
Good. Looks like... Let's... If everybody...